Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Maria from Under the Night Moon, and I'm here today to do flip throughs of all the Mary journals that I've created for my Etsy shop. And there are 10 total. 2 are spoken for, but I'm still going to flip through all of them. And if you go to the link in my Etsy shop down below, the ones that are available will be in my shop. I have all the photos finished, and I really just want to make sure I can show them all up close so you can see how beautiful each one is. The photographs, you know, you only get 10 on Etsy, and there's just no way I could capture all of the detail in these. So I don't want to make this like, you know, 2 hours, so hopefully it'll go quick. To start with, they measure 8.5 by 6, and they're one signature sewn in. They're covered in fabric and then sewn, and then they all have a canvas or fabric cover on the spine. So each one is different. Like I said, I'm going to show you the covers first, and then we'll go to the flip throughs. So here is one. I'm not numbering them. I'm just, yeah, I guess just working on them. Has been so much fun. Each one is so beautiful in its own way. More or less similar, a lot of metallics. You can see the glittering sequin lace. They all have an antique silk ribbon closure. Now, I have a big spool of this. Is from my mom's studio, and you know, I've been hoarding it, but what a better way to use it on such beautiful books as these. So and you'll see when we open them, it's a generous bow, so you have lots of room to grow, and also it's just stunning. And also we'll keep it closed if you want to travel. I also have to say, these are very durable. As I've been working on them, I haven't had any issues at all. I do use glossy accents and hot glue, Fabri-Tac. So those are my glues. This one has some Dresden trim on the edges. All of the images have been covered in glossy accent also, to give them a shine, and also just when you do that, the colors really come alive. And then all of the Marys have 12 stars around her halo. It's one of my favorite things I love to do when I make these Mary journals. Yeah, so I also tried to keep the laces and trims more or less the same. Of course, this one is the only one I think that has the piece of pink on the cover, but they all have the sequins and the gold tones. Oh, and then they all have just a super plain, gorgeous woven. It's like a beautiful, I don't know what you call this fabric, maybe paisley. It's really pretty, and good and durable. And I frayed it because I just like that, I like that look. They are sewn on the inside too, which you'll see coming up. And yeah, so that's all 10. Hopefully that you were able to see. Here you can see the bow. So you've got lots of ribbon there. I think I used at least 1 yard for each one. So that is the spine. When you open, like I said, they're all the same on the inside. They all have, you'll see. So the first thing you'll see is the pages on the paper on the inside has been stitched all the way around on both sides. And I used 2 different rose papers. So the first one, you'll see this really pretty envelope. The envelope is tacked on. It's embossed using Anna Griffin's beautiful embossing folders. Let me make sure it's bright enough in here. And then they all have a tag It says beautiful story and a pretty little perfume label. Debrina, if you're watching, that's from your paper set. The Pixie Dust files, you all know my favorite place for digitals. They all have a velvet belly band, and then I hand painted and handmade these beautiful little cameos that you see here with the paper clay. Really having fun. You know, as coming from a doll studio family, you know, we had to do all of this in ceramic. So I grew up cleaning ceramics, having to glaze everything. In order to get a solid color with glaze, you have to paint at least 3 coats, and you have to wait for them to dry in between each coat. Then you have to fire them. Then you have to wait for them to cool. So it's a really long process. So I really love this paper clay and the silicone molds they're coming out with. For me, they're just groundbreaking, and I really love them. So you'll see you have a beautiful rose there. Inside this envelope, and just for, this is about it's an 8.5, maybe 8.25 long envelope. And so I made 2 tags for it. This is the tag that goes on the cover. And then this has a golden rose, a beautiful pearl with some rhinestones on it, and a little aqua enamel cross. All the books have the same exact tag. And I love the way this looks. So this one goes in backwards. But I love the way this looks when you turn the book around. You saw in the pictures, it just sort of has the jewels hanging down. I just love that. I think it's such a great way to add some charms. Oh, they all have a wax seal of a crown, and some of them have a Dresden gold crown also. You have to check the pictures and see. Some have some sparkling sari. They all have the golden satin ruffle. Anyway, so yeah, so belly band here, and you've got more room to store pictures and things. I just added this really pretty piece of pink paper. This is the first page right here, and it's embossed, beautiful turquoise, has a little handmade paper tab, a little teeny tiny pocket with a beautiful image of Mary, and then a little lace and sari silk here. And the reason why it's half is because if you open, it's the first part of the signature, so the back part is a little notepad that I made. So it's actually a gatefold card, but since the signature is sewn inside it, I just thought this was a neat little way to just make sure that you have extra writing pages. And there's a whole bunch of beautiful lined paper in here. I think there's 25 pages there. And we'll get to that. So just wanted to explain why you only have half a page there. But you could glue a photo on here. You could take one of your tags and glue it on there, or just keep it the way it is. And then you have a beautiful wallpaper pocket. This is one of my new wallpapers. I just love it. It's so dainty and pretty. And this has been stitched, so this also, you have one on each side. And that just adds strength to the signature, and also it's fun because there's tons of room in there. You can really pack these, and the wallpaper is so sturdy. I added a little teacup, beautiful little tabs. And then this book has this paper. This is one of the things that's going to change in each book. But they all have the polka dotted tag and this image of Mary. They all have the same images of Mary. Little flower. They all have this. They all have this tag. This page is different on each one, but it's just a beautiful vintage. This is from Ruby and Pearl, one of her beautiful digitals. They all have this, and I'm going to take this apart on this one, but the rest of the books I won't, because these are kind of delicate. This is an Anna Griffin Flourish, and it's a sticker. And so I thought it would be fun. You can cut this and just add it wherever you like. This will go absolutely anywhere in this book. You know, maybe you have some photos. Oh, I really like it there. Maybe I'll keep it there. yeah, it's just fun, something fun for you to play with. They all have the same exact one. This is a beautiful little embossed piece of stationery. Sort of like a doily, but it's colored. This is the beginning of the first part of your writing area. Pretty little doily. I added this little image, and then this one of my favorite images of Mary. And then that's the first page. Beautiful tag. It says the word love down here. And then I just tried to make sure, as always with my books, to make sure you all have enough pages to write. I do try to make sure the paperclip isn't covering. Let's see. So you have that one, and then 2, 3, 4. So you have 5 pages here of just beautiful writing paper. I added a coloring page for you. It's one of my favorite images. Okay, this here is different. 2 of the books I stamped upside down, which, you know, I just have no excuse for, but because they were all sewn and halfway built, I just added a pocket. So 2 of the books have a pocket. I didn't put anything in there, but isn't that the most beautiful stamp? So I just love that. Plus you can still write here, and you have some extra storage there. Beautiful little tab. It says follow your heart down here in a very pale aqua. Beautiful little hand stamped wreath. Okay, and then each one has a page from a rose book that I have. So this will differ. So this book has this gorgeous rose. You can see beautiful blooms there. And then they all have gorgeous piece of wallpaper. I added wallpaper at the last minute because I just think it's such a fun thing to add. And yeah, it just adds so much beauty. Here's a beautiful piece of flocked. This is more Anna Griffin paper. Just love her velvety papers. And just for you to have fun with. This is the other side. Another beautiful piece of embossed wallpaper. Lots of papers. Beautiful image of Mary. And then even just this little scrap, which was left over from, I give you a larger piece back here. But it's just so pretty. I thought, you know what, I'm going to add it because I just love the way it looks with Mary here. They all have a center envelope, and this will be different also. When you close this book, be careful. Always make sure this is closed. Or I might add Velcro, actually. You know what? I will add Velcro. But they're all printed double-sided. You can see you've got lots of room in there. They all have a beautiful little St. Joseph, a little lamb, Mary and Jesus inside there. And then here is a little plastic pocket. Inside the pocket is a gorgeous piece of writing paper, another little piece of wallpaper, some paper scraps, beautiful embroidered lace and pearl trim here. And then this is just images I have floating around. It says grow laughter, plant smiles, and harvest love. And I just thought that was cute. It's not really my style, but I think it's spring and y'all might be gardening. I definitely have some things growing, so I just added it as cute. On this side, gorgeous piece of cardstock here, fabric trims. I made cards for this book. Lots of paper for you to write a story, add pictures. There's so many things you can do with that, and it is very durable cardstock. And then just some more images, beautiful papers. Here's the other side of the rose book. This is a beautiful one. They all have a piece of vintage parchment paper. This is also from my mom's studio. I don't really use parchment, but it's gorgeous paper. And it's dreamy to write on. If you have a calligraphy pen, this paper will just be perfect for that. And then I stamped a gorgeous wreath, like flower on the page there. Another beautiful, the other side of that image, other side of the writing papers and the, whatchamacallit, printable. I made a larger tag. I'm not going to take it off, but it's just a larger tag of the same rose pattern. And then they all have a fun little clip there, and a beautiful embossed tag, and another really pretty floral. It's just really pretty papers. And then there's the other side of this. Here's the other side of the Wallpaper Pocket. They all have a tag. This will differ as well. And the bow. They all have the white rose, but the paper and the bow is different. I had so many bows on my desk. I just, you know, let me just use all these ones I have already made. And that's that. So here's the other side. This is just beautiful tile printable. It's so cool. And this is from the new digital kit that I will have coming up that Debrina over at Pixie Dust Files made just for me. Can you believe that? I am the luckiest person ever. And you all will be soon too, because this is going in my shop. It's so beautiful. I wanted to add a quick little image, like a little sneak peek of what's coming up. May is the month for Mary, so we decided to put it in my shop for May. So I had to add just one little sneak peek of the digital coming up. It isn't that beautiful, and I love it on this tile. It sort of reminds me of like a beautiful fountain, like in a courtyard. Yeah, on a beautiful spring day. Just so pretty. And it's a little tuck, and then inside the little tuck I like to just add, you know, paper. So I have this sweet little aqua paper, beautiful rose, and then this is dollhouse wallpaper. It's vintage, but I love this pattern for Mary. It's so vibrant and so pretty. So I gave you a nice big piece of that. And that's, oh wait, no, that's not the end, sorry. You can see the embossing on this side. And then, okay, here's the finale. So I have a new angel to play with for Christmas coming up, and I thought, you know what, wouldn't it be fun to just make some angel tags for this book. So this is the new angel I have. I don't know what type of tag I'm gonna make for her, but this is what I came up with for this book. It's so pretty. Obviously you can gift this, you can write on the back, you can just use it however you want. But the back, you have a nice little belly band. These books, as always, will come with a little envelope full of goodies, extra goodies for you to play with. But that was my little finale. I think it's so beautiful. I made these, I don't know if you can see, it's sort of like a dimensional little tab punch, paper punch thing here. I don't know, it's not a very good description, but it says memories. I stamped the word memories on there, so they all have one of those. And there's the back. So you can see this bow is very easy to tie. It's really soft. It's such beautiful ribbon. I just look at how it shines. It's so pretty. Okay, so that's the flip through of this one. And here is this one. I'm going to go quick because I just don't want this to be so long. You've already seen all of this here. Really, I'm just going to show you the different papers. So this one has this paper. And this video will be a reference for you for, you know, if you're interested in one, you can go back through and kind of see which papers have which one has which rows, that sort of thing. That's the other side of that. Here's the envelope for this one. It is printed double-sided, it's just very subtle. And that's all the same. Here's the other side of the rose. And there. I didn't really show you that printable of the vintage paper. I don't think it got stuck, or I just went too fast. Okay, so there's the other side. I didn't, that page wasn't shown. Okay, beautiful imagery there. Here's the other side of that. A little tag for here has that paper and that bow. And then the notepad is all the same. The angel is all the same. And then this is the other rose pattern. So it's the one I just showed you in this one. And that's Prima paper. And then here's this one. Beautiful. So pretty. These books are just so gorgeous. I just had, I mean, just so much fun making them. It's such a beautiful way to honor Mary. I love Mary so much. She definitely plays a huge role in my life and has helped me so many times. I always ask her for help and she always helps. Yeah. So here is this rose here. Isn't that pretty? Just love. Here's your little envelope for here. There's your little wallpaper pocket there. Other side of the rose. Other side of that beautiful paper. Printed double-sided. I just love printing double-sided. I really love this paper too. It's so pretty. Here's your little tag for here. And there's the same for there. Beautiful angel in the back. All right, moving right along. Leave me a comment in the comments below if you have any questions, of course, any of the products that you see here. I will link the Pixie Dust files so you can check out her digitals. But if you have any questions, my Mary images I go on Pinterest for. I collect them. There's just so many online that you can find. And of course, in the back of a Catholic church, a lot of people will leave beautiful images. So because I'm Catholic, I go to Mass. I always check the back for just beautiful different images. Some of them, like this one, will come from the flyer that they print each week. And that's just a fun way. There's also calendars that you can repurpose, which I love to do, or maybe cards that people have given me, or little prayer books also. Because there's so many prayers online, I don't feel bad about, you know, repurposing a prayer book. Unless it's a prayer I've never heard of, then obviously I won't chop that up, but I do have, you know, a thought process before I will take apart something. Look at this beautiful paper here. There's the other side. Here's your printable for here. So you can see they're all the same except for this rose paper and the envelope. And that's so pretty. You can almost smell the roses looking at these pictures. Of course, I've been hoarding them, not wanting to use them. But like I said, May is the month for Mary, so it seems very fitting that I finished these literally right before May 1st. Yeah, so. And I think our world today, you know, why not make some beautiful things that can maybe help someone get through a tough time? I know so many people that are struggling. I don't think there's a human out there that doesn't know someone or have someone that's struggling right now. And, you know, what a beautiful thing to add to the universe, you know, some beautiful prayer books for someone to just write down their thoughts and memories, you know. Our time, we are going through such crazy times that, you know, I was really pressed to make these books. And I had a friend also that gifted me the most amazing Mary, it's like a statue wall hanging, and it just takes my breath away. And I felt like, you know, maybe my book going to someone will help them, well, it might help them, you know, just, you know, with their heart when they look at it. Because when I look at this, it's just so stunning. And yeah, I just hope to bring someone that type of, that peace, you know, just something beautiful in their home to take their mind off something sad that they're going through. So yeah, beautiful paper here. There's the other side. And I always usually try to keep Mary books stocked in my studio. I used to make smaller ones, but it was difficult to find the little books. This one you can definitely like almost smell. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, those little books were sort of hard to find, and a lot of people were sending me messages that they wish that they were bigger. This is, I think, the largest book I've ever made, 8.5 or close to it. So it's exciting. And actually, it's a repurposed notepad right here. I found a whole stack of these. I was going to get one, but I thought, you know, just get this video finished because, yeah. But, plus it's not that pretty looking. But I took them apart. I used the covers for the cover. And then I just took the pages out, and that's actually what these writing pages are. And I have a few left. I think I have 5 left. So it's very exciting when you see, you know, when you get a hold of something, what the end product is going to be. I personally work very organically. I very seldom plan anything really when it comes to my art. I mean, I do a little bit, but for the most part, when I sit down and I just select things that I'm inspired by, and usually something, you know, like I knew I was going to make Mary journals, but I didn't really plan the covers and the centers and stuff like that. I just kind of let that happen. And I suggest too, if anyone's watching this that's making journals, or, you know, you try to be free like that without, you know, planning. Sometimes I think planning ahead will kind of block a natural process of adding stuff together. But I do recommend, you know, going through your stash and just, you know, making, you know, get a little, you know, a tub. I can show you real quick. I use the drawers to, you know, you've all seen those metal things that don't work. We get them at Michael's. They don't, as soon as you put something in them, the drawers don't work, but I love just using the drawers themselves to, you know, hold different projects. So there's a little tip there that I use. And, you know, collect your items for sure. And then once you have your items collected, then you can, you know, sit down and just let the design process happen kind of organically. This one is spoken for, but I just wanted to show the video so she can see the inside. Another one is spoken for, but I don't know which one she's going to choose. So, oh, this one has the prettiest paper. I love that. And she makes me so happy. Beautiful imagery here. Yeah, lots of writing pages. And so these books, if you have prayer cards, or you get your lucky one, you get the pocket. This is a great place to store all of your prayer cards. Oh, so pretty. That you've been collecting, or if you want to start collecting them. These books just make such a great place to put, you know, prayer cards. You have intentions, you need to pray for someone, or music, books you want to read. I mean, there's so many wonderful uses for a book like this. And yeah, oh, I'm so excited to know this one has such pretty paper. There's your little there. Excuse me, I think I just have the hiccups. Beautiful imagery there. Gorgeous image. These will all be signed on the inside too. Okay, that's 9. Here's the last one, everybody. I don't know how many minutes I've been so far, but hopefully this hasn't been too long. I really don't know what else to tell you about the covers or anything before I end this video, but you know, my usual, everything's sort of edged in gold. You know, make sure you leave me If you have questions or comments, don't hesitate to leave them in the box below. Also, just thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I have a lot of new subscribers, which is very exciting, and I wanted to do a giveaway, but it happened so quickly that it just caught me off guard. So I am going to hopefully try to figure out how to do a giveaway, because I do want to say thank you to everyone, and of course make something. I haven't even got my head around that yet, because like I said, all the subscribers happened so quickly, but that is coming up, so something to look forward to. But really, I just want to thank everyone so much. You guys know who you are. You're just the sweetest. All my Etsy friends, I love Etsy for the people that I've met, the artists that I've met. It's just been such a great, wonderful experience for me. I'm very blessed, very grateful. And yeah, so that concludes the Mary Journals, everyone. Thank you so much again. Before I go, just quickly, you can follow me on Instagram at Under the Night Moon. I do little videos there. Like I posted a few weeks ago, all of these that I was working on. So it's kind of like a sneak peek preview place. And I'll put a little, you know, if there's something in my studio, I try to make it interesting over there. So you can follow me there, Under the Night Moon. Links for these will be down in my Etsy shop, and use this video for a reference if you want to see which papers and which flowers and so on. But just thank you so much again. I'm so grateful and so blessed. Have a wonderful day today, and thank you. Bye-bye.